There we go. David Long on your left. Brandon Dollaway on your right. Golgari Depths using, that's right, we are using those guild names against Miracles.
Mox Time. I just assumed the deck played Mox Time.
I actually did too. I didn't know that was an innovation. I thought it just had it.
He also has a mid-range sideboard.
And apparently he has a mid-range sideboard package.
He's got a Tylus tracker.
Yep.
We'll get to it later.
All right. A Thought Seize. Dollaway's on not a lot of cards. Oh, an Accumulate Knowledge. That'll undo the mulligan.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, along with a Force of Will. Looks like a Snapcaster Mage, a Plains, and a Tundra.
Snapcaster Mage Accumulate Knowledge is not exactly the sweetest.
That's not the sweetest peach you've ever seen?
That's not that's not great.
No? Look, I want to get it, and I don't get it. And I like Accumulated Knowledge. I think it's cool.
I think there's a lot of small ways you can trick yourself into thinking it's a thing you're supposed to do here, because you want more instant speed cantrips for Terminus. The mirror match is now sort of a thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's an instant. Yeah, I mean, I'm right there with you. Until I'm not.
There's a number of ways that your lizard brain can trick you into thinking.
Boom. There's Accumulated Knowledge, baby.
It's really bad if this takes off, by the way, because it's symmetrical.
It's true.
So Accumulated Knowledge mirror matches are...
How are those? Those are
brutal.
a lot.
They're brutal.
Those are a lot.
Do I cycle this and let my opponent draw 3? No, wait.
Here we go. Dark Depths, Urborg, Hexmage. Yes, 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 yes. Draw a card. All right.
Good spot for Accumulated Knowledge.
Yeah. All right, give him the look, David. Think it through. Is it time to move?
Oh, come on. He's had 2 blind draw steps. And you know he's going to draw. He's going to draw Accumulate Knowledge. You got to do it now.
You do. This is not a turn 2 kill technically, but Bear Mage attacking for lethal is on. That's game. That's a turn 2 win. Did not make it. Did not make it.
Then I have turn 2 win.
Yes.
So.
No. I'm giving it to you.
Okay.
I'm giving it to you.
Not that it matters.
I don't get Merit Mage attacks for lethal. There you go. David Long wins game number 1 here over Brandon Dollaway. Urborg. Thought Seize you. Check and see what's going on. Dark Depths. Vampire Hexmage, game over. Easy breezy. Well, that was fun, right?
That was great.
That was great.
That was great.
That's your kind of magic right there.
Love it.
David Long thought about for a moment not going for it. But then he thought, then this guy gets to resolve Accumulate Knowledge. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think so. All right. Here we go. Take a look at the sideboards here. We're going to start with Brandon Dollaway, who's got a 3 Power Blast, 2 Disenchant, 2 Counterbalance, 2 Surgical Extraction, 2 Vendilion Click, a Flusterstorm, a Supreme Verdict, and a Pithing Needle. What do we got there?
Needle's great. I think you would probably want to bring in the Surgical Extractions too. If you win the battle over the first Merit Lage, it can be really disruptive. Probably enough cheap stuff in the opposing deck to go for Counterbalance too. And you talked into Vendilion Click, a little bit more disruption and pressure.
Flying Blocker.
Yeah.
For a 2020, it's got to count for something, right?
It's a draw step. And I'll jump block and I'll cast Accumulate Knowledge.
There it is. David Long with his Depths deck. He's got 3 Dread of Night, 2 Surgical Extraction, 2 Green Sun Zenith, 2 Duress. Tyler's Tracker, Liliana, the Last Hope, a Gaddock Teague, a Dryad Arbor, a Crocus, and Pithing Needle. A more mid-range sideboard, as Nick Miller put it. What do we think here?
I mean, the Duresses, the Zenith, and the Planeswalker seem, along with the green creatures.
Yeah, give me the Tracker. Give me the Gaddock Teague.
Yeah. All that stuff's good.
Yeah, that's all good. I am curious though, if we're gonna bring in 2 Zeniths, 2 Duress, Tracker, Liliana, Teague. I don't think you want Dryad Arbor. So that's 7 cards.
Yeah.
What are you taking out?
I think you probably just become a little bit less about the combo, and you could cut some number of crop rotations and Mox Diamonds.
Okay.
And just be like a more value focused green black deck.
I guess you can get Abruptic out of your deck, right?
Yeah, I mean, you probably want to keep a little bit of that because of Counterbalance, Monastery Mentor. I wouldn't feel comfortable going down to 0, but yeah, you can certainly go down to 2 or 3. So yeah, I imagine Long's deck he takes out the stuff that's pure velocity and tries to be more of a value deck.
All right, well, these players are going to sideboard, shuffle up for game number 2. Let's talk about Meals on Steel. Almost dinner time here for you and me.
It is. Almost.
I'm excited I'm in the mood for a piece of fish tonight.
Okay.
Can we make that happen?
I think so.
All right, I'm doing this
We're
keto thing.
by a harbor.
Yeah, but like I can't eat crab cakes because there's bread in them. but I can eat a piece of fish.
You gotta walk me through this diet you're on.
It's so stupid, but I'm doing it for 30 days because I said I would for a friend's podcast. There's a hippo, a bunny, a cat. What? You're shaking your head?
For a friend's podcast.
Yeah. They have a keto podcast. I'm going to be there. I'm on their crash test dummy.
Okay.
Fox and a kraken. They're eating probably things that are more delicious than I get to eat for the next handful of days. And then my favorite part, these birds just hanging out, wishing they could eat too. And I bet that bunny's probably going to share some food. The hippo's definitely not, though.
Yep. Anyways, you can get the September 29th and 30th pre-release register today. Head over to go.starcgames.com/pre-release. This playmat is exclusive to the participating stores.
You know, its pre-release is next week.
You're going to go on a podcast and be like, yeah, my diet made my friends miserable. Because we had to be super selective about where we have to eat.
Maybe I will say that. Maybe I look, here's the deal. As we're done with this ad, here's the deal. I have two friends in Florida that have done, one of them has done, do you know Josh Martinez?
Yes.
Yeah, he's done keto for like 6 years.
Okay.
And then another friend in Florida, John Dean,
who
did keto for like a year, and he lost like 110 pounds. Mm-hmm. They were just like, we're starting a podcast. They've done like 3 or 4 episodes. And I was like, I'm kind of interested in trying this out because I'm pretty anti-keto. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it out because you guys had a lot of success with it. And they're like, do it for a month, see how it goes. If it's not for you after a month, totally fine. So I went on the podcast, asked a bunch of questions about it, and I said I would do this, and I will, post about it and stuff like that. So I'm doing it for 30 days.
Okay.
And we'll see how much weight I lose. And if it's – I will say the thing I think is dumb about keto is you can't eat fruit. How is there a diet where you can't eat fruit, really?
Is it like a sugar thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's stupid. Here's a ponder. Because I eat a banana every day before I work out, and they're like, you can't do that. It's too starchy. Has too many carbs. Has too much sugar.
Sounds really good for you.
Yeah. So just a banana's banned? A banana is just banned.
Sounds very healthy.
Yeah.
And healthy and sustainable.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how I feel. Every time I think of something I can't eat, I'm like, this is stupid, but I'm just going to do it. Because it works for a lot of people.
Okay.
So there you go. You are definitely the type of person that would just poke holes and make fun of this thing all day long.
I think it's I try to just kind of eat well and exercise.
Yeah, I mean, that's generally what I do. And it's worked for the past 4 years, but I wanted to try this. We have a Mox Diamond and a Dark Depths. Pass the turn back. We'll go back over to Brandon Dollaway. It's a preordain. Those cards went to the bottom fast. They must have been bad.
I don't know if he has. Does he have another land?
He slid that land over. Leads me to believe yes. All right, there's a Scalding Tarn. Maybe he's not going to sacrifice it. Yes, he will. Oh, do you want an apple? You can't do that.
Mm-hmm. They are known for being really bad for you.
Yes, they are. Horrible. Horrible for you.
Okay.
Now another ponder. Terminus among these cards.
I would not want to take the Terminus as my draw step. I'm happy to set it down there.
I want to float it around if I
Right.
can.
Yeah. Because you don't know exactly when Long's going to be able to crank out a Merit Lage.
I believe the answer is soon. I think the answer is very soon. Ah, Force of Will. Maybe not that soon. Exiling some blue card. Vampire Hexmage gone. All right, problem solved for now. Looks like Snapcaster Mage was the exile, though you can't see it that well at home. Our table spotter able to help us out. Let's go back over to Brandon Dollaway. Dollaway's going to sacrifice a fetch. See what land he wants to get with the Scalding Tarn. It'll be a Tundra, giving him a white source of mana. And we'll see what comes next here for our Miracles player. Monastery Mentor, looking to get a clock online. Long's going to untap very quickly and draw a card. A deck all about building a 2020. That's really it.
Yeah, postboard, Long, as we mentioned, goes to this more mid-range plan. But it's hard to imagine he actually wins the game with Tireless Tracker and Dark Confidant. It's just more about having enough resources to work with against counterspells and discard and so forth.
That's being staged now. Brainstorm. Going to trigger the Monastery Mentor. There will be a Monk token on the way, and also Monastery Mentor's gotten a little bit larger. So there's your Jacob Wilson Monk token that he... Actually, Brian Cole, excuse me, although Jacob Wilson was also a Monk token here on the SCG Tour. But Cole, our more recent Monk, given the more recent Invitational win. And we're going to see Mentor come across here for 3.
So you have to do this attack no matter what.
Yes.
You need to keep up appearances that you do have Swords of Plowshares, even if you do not.
Now David Long has to decide, do I want to actually go for this or not? And the downside is not that large, because you either win the game or you gain 20 life.
Yeah.
You buy yourself a lot of time. Avatar token. Draw. Bayou. Thoughts issue. Well, we're going to find out right now if you have anything.
What you got in that bag?
Pretty much. Force of Will, this is, you have nothing.
Yeah, you have nothing.
If you're forcible in this, you have nothing.
I don't believe your hand contains Condemn.
Yeah.
I'm going to attack.
Yeah. Snapcaster Mage exiled again. 20. Done. We are done. Ring the bell. That was a lethal attack for 20, by the way. Stamp it. Stamp it, whamp it. Bang. Sometimes they just don't have swords.
Yeah.
It's not that hard.
And then you just got to go again. You just got to try again.